Today we have two special guests because we have Håkan and Simon who came all the way down from Sweden here to meet with us. So I would start with you, Håkan. Would you like to tell us something more, or not for me, but for people watching our video, about the company, about Aira Home, what you do, what you're focusing on your daily work?
Sure. So Simon and I work for Aira Home. We're from a company from Sweden, and that's trying to get the rest of Europe onto heat pumps. So a heat pump is a way to heat your house that doesn't use fossil fuels. So most houses in Europe are heated using gas, and we want to change that. So we have our own factory, make our own pump, and we want European households to throw out their gas boiler and install an Aira heat pump.
Okay. So maybe now I switch to Simon. And Simon, what's the most important, let's say, point or the biggest improvement that you've got in using magicplan in your work?
Right. So we're using magicplans to do what we call a technical survey, where we do a scan of the house where we are going to install a heat pump. And after that, we bring the plans into our own tool, and we make a heat loss calculation to figure out room by room how much does this need to be heated, how much disappear through the walls and the windows and the ventilation, and so how big does my heat pump need to be, and how big, what radiators do I need, and so on. And the usage of a tool like magicplan there really, speeds things up compared to otherwise you would have to, draw the house or enter the wall lengths and all of the objects manually. So
it saves a lot of time, you would say.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, before we had like a very manual process where, like you said, like you had to use a laser pointer and enter every room by hand, and now it's much faster. And I think I've heard that like also the customers we visit are often quite like wowed by the app, so it has a bit of a wow factor to it, which I don't think you should underestimate.
Okay. Yeah, this is now fun because as we were preparing here the setup for our little interview, there were some guys passing by and they were like, "What do you do with magicplan?" And they were just joking because I explained them what you can do with the app, and they said, and can you do a floor plan with just the camera of your phone? And I said, well, yes, and they were shocked. So I think for us it's like normal. It's something that on a daily basis, but for other people must be something mind-blowing perhaps. And what would you say, okay, now this was a big improvement because you don't have to use pen and paper anymore and the laser can be also excluded, but what's a feature of magicplan that you really use, I would say, let's say daily, or you use a lot, that improved your work even more?
So I'd actually say there's three things why we chose magicplan. It's this scanning feature, of course, but then it's that you can create custom forms. So for every object, we create custom forms where the user can enter more data, and then it's the API support, so we can integrate everything. So those, I think, are the three main features that we use, and the reason we chose magicplan.
Okay, then maybe one more question for Simon. You have a lot of coworkers, a lot of people using the app every day, every week. How do you control their work? How do you see who does what?
We integrate with other tools that do more of the like scheduling of personnel to the right spot at the right time and project management. But since we can integrate so much with magicplan, with the APIs and so on, we're trying to make it like a seamless thing where you move from tool to tool, and where each thing can do what it's best at, and hopefully add our business-specific things in the center, in the mix. Like here's the Aira tool, and then we have all these other tools hooked in.
Okay.
Was that an answer to the question?
Yes, of course.
Cool.
So it's not difficult for you to follow up and see that everyone is working.
Yeah, no, exactly. Since each we kind of use this submit functionality that magicplan has, that as a way to like sign off that you're now done with your survey, and that means that the next person can take over and do the design phase. So yeah.
Okay. Is there something that you would like to add, Håkan?
No, I mean, I really enjoyed being here. It's always fun meeting people you've talked to on video meetings. So I'm glad we took the time to come here.
Perfect. So I would say that that's it for our little interview. Thank you guys so much for your time, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.